Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back. We got another Just Thought Lounge. Today's visual, we got poisoned pregnant woman's final call exposes her killer. The murder of Jade Benning?
Benning.
I thought you wouldn't know.
I knew the first name, not the last.
All right. Let's go, y'all. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
Yes.
A call to emergency services in Nashville, Tennessee was received after 9:30 p.m. in late February 2023. The caller was 26-year-old former college football star Blaze Taylor. His girlfriend, 24-year-old Jade Benning, was suddenly very ill. She was nearly 6 months pregnant. EMTs were told that Jade was experiencing the sudden onset of a severe allergic reaction.
Is she awake right now? Yeah. And do you think she's having an allergic reaction to food? I don't know what's happening. She's got 6 on her mouth and she's shaking.
At the hospital, however, questions emerged. What Jade was reacting to was not allergies. In her final moments of consciousness, the young chef seemed to have recognized what was happening to her. And she had the presence of mind to dial a friend's number and expose her killer.
And as I was walking back to my car, I get a phone call from Jade. And I answered it and I was like, hello? Just normal. And she immediately starts saying, what did you do? What did you put in my dream?
Hi there, I'm Kevin, and welcome to Just Thought Lounge. Today's case is a heartbreaking story of a young, expectant mother. Despite her plans and her optimism, she met with a tragic end. Let's take a look. In late February 2023, Jade Benning was almost 25 years old. Born and raised in Little Rock, Arkansas, Jade had chosen to attend a community college for culinary school. She loved food and dreamt of becoming a head chef. With big dreams and plenty of talent, she graduated in 2020 and relocated from Little Rock to Nashville. There, she landed a chef's role at Ernest Bar and Hideaway. Though she maintained a busy work schedule, Jade nonetheless also found the time to launch her own catering business, JTB Eatery. Work and personal life intersected as Jade became good friends with her coworkers. She remained close to her mother, Bridget, with whom she spoke most days, as well as her childhood best friend since the tender age of 6, Najea Jackson. Jade's dating life was active as well. Indeed, in early November 2022, the results of an at-home pregnancy test came back positive. In a rush of excitement, Najea called around to find her best friend a doctor's appointment, looking to confirm the happy news. She couldn't locate a same-day appointment, though luckily found an opening the next day. Jade's doctor's appointment on November 3rd confirmed what her at-home tests had already told her. She was expecting a baby. She called back home to family to share the news. Her mother began shopping for supplies. Najea helped to plan baby showers, and Jade moved into a new apartment. A 2-bedroom, 2-bath in the Ontario apartment complex on Lebanon Pike. Roughly halfway along her pregnancy, she shared photos with her mother, smiling with ultrasound photos and posing with Ben & Jerry's half-baked ice cream. She was going to have a girl and call her Ivy. At 9:38 p.m. on February 25th, 2023, a call was placed to 911 from Jade's unit at the Ontario apartment complex. The caller was Blaze Taylor, Jade's boyfriend and the father of her unborn child.
911, what is the location of your emergency? I'm not sure. It's on Bronson Pike. I'm at a friend's house, and I think she's having an allergic reaction.
I'm at a friend's house? Damn.
Friend's house. That's crazy. Okay.
Donaldson. Okay.
Yeah, there's a photo picture that we need to find her. I don't know. It's an apartment complex. Is there anything else there? I'm looking around.
How the fuck you don't know what the apartment complex is or any kind of way you can... Nashville ain't just the easiest navigating place. You're gonna, especially if that's your girl, you're gonna know exactly.
Something.
Like, that is, you know... It ain't like one of the ones where, like...
You got the address in your GPS. You can just look up your location where you... Anything.
Yeah.
Like, figure it out.
You know the name of the apartments, my boy.
Yes, at least the name, at least.
As your girlfriend, you know the name of it. You've been over there several times. You come... And it might not be your girlfriend, but it's
the mother of your child. Like, you know something. You're there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just give me a second. I'm looking around. I don't know what's going on. Is she awake right now? Yeah. So, and do you think she's got an allergic reaction to food? I don't know. I could even pasta. I don't know what she's done. If she's done anything today or anything, but...
I don't know what she took.
Everything was fine, and then I don't know what's happening. So she got sick on her mouth and she's shaking. So you think it's possibly a reaction to not having food, is that right? I think so, I don't know. I don't think she's allergic to anything, I don't know. So right now, because she's awake and really necessarily she's moving air freely, she's not struggling to breathe, or wheezing, or difficult, or anything like that. No, but it looks like she's throwing up some. I don't know what to do. So, is there anything else I should be doing? Okay, and then does she have an EpiPen? Do you have an EpiPen? Do you have an EpiPen? I don't think so. I don't think so. She's not responding.
Though Blaze struggled to communicate the address to the operator, EMTs nonetheless found their way to the apartment. Blaze told the operator that while on the call, Jade was awake and breathing normally, though she failed to respond to his questions. Roughly 6 minutes into the call, Blaze noted that he believed she had vomited. He was told to keep her on her side. It was 9:50 p.m. when EMTs made physical contact with Jade. They found her on top of her bed in the main bedroom. She was face down, a pink frothy liquid coming from her mouth onto the bedsheets. 12 minutes had passed since the start of the emergency call.
Wow.
When they found Jade, she no longer had a pulse.
Wow.
She was rushed immediately to the Vanderbilt Hospital. At the hospital, officers sought out Blaze for an explanation of what had occurred in the minutes leading up to his 911 call. The facts he gave to the operator, while understandably confused and frantic, appeared to have been incomplete. Namely, he failed to mention that his girlfriend was nearly 6 months pregnant. He suggested again that she was having an allergic reaction.
What happened? So she texted me today, went through the date night. Anyway, so we had date night. Started feeling sick. And then... Just after you got died? Yeah. So this was probably a little bit afterwards. Like, the time we were hanging out, whatever. And then she started feeling sick. I called my dad. I was like, hey, she's really sick. You know what she had to do. And then he told me to call 911. I called 911. And then I talked to the EMS people or the paramedics, whoever's on that. I talked to them, and they were like, hey, you know, do this, turn on the side, all this stuff. And then,
yeah, she didn't say anything to you while she was passing out? Or...
She was just really, I mean, it was just all the blur. She was just saying, like, she didn't feel good and stuff. And I was just trying to help her, and then
stuff between you two, nothing rocky or anything like that.
Yeah, things have been good. I mean, I've seen her the last, I think 3 days in a row. I just got back in town. I saw her. Yeah, because most of the Saturdays.
But you don't have any medical conditions, you know?
Not that I know of. I mean, she's pregnant, but outside of that, like, nothing that I know of. I call 911. They kind of asked me that too. If she had like any allergies or if they can get around, I didn't know. So I kind of like scrambled to try to look for her, but I couldn't really find.
I got you. Okay. Well, that's appreciated. You could sit down.
When Jade arrived at the hospital, she did not display symptoms consistent with an allergic reaction. No rash, no itching, no swollen tongue. Initial tests did turn up abnormal results, however. They found that Jade had consumed a significant dose of cocaine. "26-year-old Blaze Taylor was the son of Arkansas State football coach Trooper Taylor. After making a name for himself in high school football, Blaze earned a scholarship to play at his father's school. Blaze was a 4-time team captain, serving in that role during every year of his playing career with the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And he was not only a standout player on the field, Blaze also excelled at academics. Blaze made history when he became the only FBS player in the country to earn both his bachelor's and master's degrees before the start of his true senior season.
Arkansas State's Blaze Taylor is a prime example of the total package on the field.
A lot of times you get a book smart guy that doesn't have great football IQ, doesn't have a great common sense. He's that rare combination of both.
It's just humbling and it's an honor just to know that I was the first to do something when so many great people have came before me and kind of paved the way for me to do what I did.
He has his eyes on another conference championship. Oh yeah, and he'll earn another bachelor's degree by the end of the year.
In addition to his success in academics and athletics, Blaze found time for work in the community and his church. Alongside his sister, Star, a college-level athlete herself, Blaze helped to found a nonprofit organization called The Power of One or Two.
Hello, I'm Blaze Taylor.
And I'm Star Taylor.
And we are the co-founders of The Power of One or Two Incorporated. The Power of One or Two is a 501c3 nonprofit organization whose mission is to empower, educate, and enhance the lives of children and families of at-risk youth. Remember, it only takes one
or two
to make a difference in the lives of others.
I'll probably be working for him one day. He could be the GM of a program one day. He could be the owner. I mean, I told somebody, wouldn't surprise me if he runs for president one day. He's just that kind of guy.
After college graduation, Blaze launched a career in football, coaching, and scouting. By February 2023, he was working as a pro scout for the Tennessee Titans. The role frequently took him on the road. His busy work schedule did not cause too much of a hindrance to his social life. At that time, he was active on Hinge in dating more than one woman.
My name is Tamara Jackson, and I'm sitting here today with Blaze Taylor.
Very happy to be here. Glad to be able to do an interview and video, and excited to be here with T, and excited for these questions she's got for me.
Is there a lady in your life?
Right now, I'm currently single, and so no, I'm not dating anyone or in a relationship or anything like that. So for anybody that's wondering, I'm single. I don't have any women in my life right now.
Blaze had been on the road in mid-February. He returned to Nashville just a few days before his date night with Jade Benning went horribly wrong. Following the ambulance from the apartment to the hospital was not only Blaze, but also Jade's closest and longest friend, Najea Jackson. Najea and a college classmate of hers, Keontae Jones, had dropped by Jade's apartment earlier that night to collect take-home portions of the chef's famous chicken Alfredo. At that time, Jade had been in good spirits, happy.
How you? So obviously she made the food, right?
She made the food, yeah.
How you gonna say allergic reaction when she's the one who prepped everything? She would know what to put in, what I'm not going to put in. She's the
what
one
I
who's
can and cannot have.
That.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Chicken Alfredo. At that time, Jade had been in good spirits, happy and normal, they said. Yeah. However, something drastic changed after they left. At 9:29 p.m., Najea received a phone call from Jade. On that call, Jade did not speak directly to her friend. Instead, she held the line open, allowing Najea to overhear the exchange underway inside the apartment. Jade sounded scared and frantic. She accused her boyfriend of putting something in her drink. She told Blaze that he was scaring her and that she felt strange. She grew progressively more incoherent over the 6 minutes that she was on the line. Then the call disconnected. Najea rushed back to the Ontario apartment complex in just enough time to witness Jade being loaded into an ambulance. From the hospital, Blaze contacted his family. He spoke with his mother, telling her only that he believed Jade had been diagnosed with COVID. Meanwhile, Jade's family was making the roughly 6-hour drive from Little Rock to Nashville in a confused panic. Her mother, Bridget, arrived in the middle of the night. Jade was on life support. Distraught and receiving no answers from law enforcement, she called upon good friends to try and make sense of the horrific situation. Stephanie Franklin, a longtime friend of Bridget's and former schoolteacher to Jade, went to her apartment along with her daughter and another friend to collect evidence. The group wore gloves, took photographs, recorded videos, and analyzed the scene as they found it. The women were met with a remarkably clean apartment. Pots and pans from the chicken Alfredo had been tidied, the leftover portion packed into a container on the kitchen counter. On the stovetop was a baking tray with a handful of cookies still sitting out. The kitchen island showed the main activity from the night abandoned. 2 paintings alongside art supplies sat next to a glass of water. There were a few pillows on the floor of the living room, but no further visible mess in that area either. There were 2 items that caught Stephanie's attention. The first was the placement of Jade's Blink camera. It usually lived on the kitchen counter just next to the refrigerator and stovetop. The women instead found it on the window's ledge, pointing out towards the street. Its placement appeared both odd and deliberate. On the bed, where Jade had been found unresponsive, there was a pink stain on the comforter. To Stephanie's eye, it appeared that perhaps another liquid had been poured on top of it, leaving another, larger, dried stained ring around it. Had another fluid been applied to dilute the original stain? The women began looking for what Jade could have consumed that night. In her refrigerator, they found a jug of pink fruit punch and one of lemonade. These they handled, removed from the fridge, and left out for investigators. From the bedroom, they seized the comforter, placing it with their gloved hands into a garbage bag, and then carrying it from the apartment. They later handed it off to Jade's parents, ostensibly for safekeeping. The amount of oxygen Jade lost before she was resuscitated proved too much. Doctors sadly advised family that she would never wake up. On March 6th, 2023, Jade Benning was removed from life support. It was her 25th birthday.
You know what? I wonder, how long did he take to call her? Call.
Cause you told me you calling your daddy, you on the phone with your dad. Like, huh?
Because reason why I asked, I was like, she went to one of the best hospitals, probably is the best hospital in the state of Tennessee, right? Mm-hmm. Then I'm like, how far is it? It's 5 miles away.
Yeah.
Late at night, there's no traffic. Moving around, let's say it's like a 13-minute drive. That's with traffic.
Yeah.
Without traffic, bro, I'm getting there by some. It ain't that bad to get to Vandy. You know what I'm saying? So, how long did you really take to you contacted? Did you want to make sure she was Because even when they found her, they told you to keep her on her side.
On her side.
They found her face down.
Face down. Already
gone.
You know what I'm saying? So who's to say that she wasn't already gone when you made the call?
But only reason why I'm kind of judging it and I'm kind of questioning myself because of the friend.
Because okay, we know for sure that within like a 6-minute range of her feeling something, she called her friend, kept her friend.
On the phone for 6 minutes.
Within at least 6 minutes.
Yeah.
She was alive.
But I don't know if the friend, once the call disconnected, she came, or was she already en route to come back while on the phone? So that's still a long, extensive point of time.
Yeah, true.
Also, how long did it take for her to feel those symptoms and then end up calling? Yeah. So I'm just asking for a time period because when they found her, she was already it sounded like she was unresponsive on the phone. Then Kevin said it took from the initial call to 911 12 minutes. To paramedics. Also, I don't know what part of Nashville her friend was at.
Yeah.
So it might have been a commute, or did she stay outside of the Ville? She might stay here and had to go back to the Ville. That's driving. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wondering all that because immediately you ain't feeling good. Let me go ahead and call. That's 6 minutes while I'm talking. You talking on the phone. You already told me you're not feeling good. I could have been. Calling 911
instead of
paramedics could have immediately came. We could have got you if you truly cared.
That's true.
So that's the reason why I'm asking those questions.
Her baby girl Ivy had died days before. Dr. Aaron Cardy, the medical examiner, found that Jade's cause of death was a cocaine overdose, though she left the manner of death as undetermined. Family and friends strongly believed that the young chef had been murdered, but medical science and autopsy findings alone could not prove how the drugs entered her body, nor who put them there. So investigators began looking into the relationship between Jade and Blaze Taylor. What they found was a less than excited father-to-be. Blaze and Jade first connected on Hinge in January 2022. They messaged on and off for a couple of months before the correspondence died off. Then, in August, they reconnected and agreed to meet in person. After their first date, the romance progressed rapidly. At least, their physical connection did. When Jade confirmed her pregnancy in early November, she was already approximately 7 weeks along. The two were still newly dating and not exclusive when they were faced with the decision over their future as parents or not. After some contemplation, Jade made her choice clear. She wanted to keep the baby, whether Blaze was involved or not. She did, of course, hope that he would be open to being a father. But the former football star did not receive the news of her pregnancy positively. Jade texted her mother stating that telling him did not go well, and that Blaze wanted her to have an abortion, wanted no involvement, and did not want the child to ever know him.
Well, you shouldn't be laying down fucking, especially without any protection. You just raw dogging, but don't want the responsibility.
What possibly comes with that? Yeah, make it make sense.
It makes none whatsoever, bro. If you're doing adult things happen, be an adult and take care of those adult things. If you don't be, come on, bro.
So lame.
November 6th, Jade sent a message to Blaze parting ways. She would honor his wishes not to be involved, but leave the door open for him to change his mind. She wrote, "I think it may be best that we go ahead and cut ties and communication between us. You said how you felt and stated that moving forward, you want no part, so I will let it just be that. I will not involve you at any point. I will love this child unconditionally, with or without you."
I wonder, did he ever tell his parents?
I wonder as well.
Because, some people be like, oh, man, I can't tell my parents I got a kid on the way. Like, some because he's been like this trophy child his whole life, right? His father played football. He followed in my father's footsteps. I'm going to go play for the school my father's a coach at and all this stuff. So he's been you know what I'm saying? Trying to look like the perfect.
I had this perfect image and be Mr. Goody Two Shoes.
So I wonder, even with his parent, I doubt he ever told his parents.
No, I doubt it.
Because he's like, I'm sure they probably would have been like, oh, we would love to be grandparents, but we want you to also to stay. He like, I don't want that responsibility.
Unless he did tell him, and that's a good question. I don't know. That is a good question, though.
Jade finished by letting Blaze know when her next appointment was with her OBGYN, should he change his mind and wish to attend. He did not. The two...
You see how she's like, hey, I'm not demanding you, but I'm letting you know, and I'm keeping you up to date with all the process just in case you do change your mind.
Yeah.
She's giving you that open door, and she's not even pushing to saying that I want you in my life.
Yeah.
I'm giving you the opportunity to be in your child's life.
The door's open, but if you decide not to, cool. This child is still going to be loved.
Yeah.
Like,
and she's
like,
already,
you know
what? She was already preparing everything. She moved.
Yeah.
She moved to a 2-bedroom. She's already preparing that's some selfish ass shit, bro.
Should he change his mind and wish to attend. He did not. The two broke off all communication until New Year's, when Blaze started calling again. When Blaze reached out to reconnect with Jade, it was unsolicited, but not unwelcome. Jade's response to his apparent change of heart was consistent with who she was as a person, unfailingly optimistic. They began to spend time together once more, not explicitly as a couple, but with the intention of getting to know one another better. Throughout this period, however, Blaze's position towards the pregnancy had not fully shifted. He was still uncomfortable with announcing that he was the father. In fact, he and Jade agreed to a formal paternity test after Ivy was born. In keeping with his wishes, Jade had kept her pregnancy news under wraps, sending photos and updates only to close friends and family, but never posting more widely on social media. Nonetheless, she was happy to continue spending time together, to see where things may lead. With this in mind, Jade planned their evening on February 25th. 2 blank canvases, paint supplies, dinner, and fresh-baked cookies.
So you're trying to put on the idea of a relationship, but you don't want a relationship. Because this is what she cooked for you, because you knew she was a chef. She's cooking, painting with a twist. I wonder who idea was this originally, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Originally. Because some conversations y'all gonna have them on the phone and not in text.
Yeah.
So you might be like, oh, it was Jade's idea, but you encouraged it. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's do something together. Oh, yeah. But then later on, he's like, oh, she won't ask me to come over. I ain't never had, you know?
She snapped a series of photos throughout the evening. At 6:48 p.m., dinner was set. Najea and Keontae arrived for a brief visit sometime around 7:30. They stayed for about 15 minutes. By 8:29 p.m., Jade captured the progress of their artwork. Hers, a colorful display of stripes and inspirational words. His, a blackened canvas. Both were intended to decorate Ivy's nursery. At 9:10, the photos showed the paintings were nearly complete.
Look at even the demeanor of the canvas, because this is not a concept. This is just, I feel like painting what your emotions and feeling. Freestyle. Right? Hers is very vibrant, very motivational, hope, peace, inspired, grace. Believe, beautiful. His is very dark.
And I don't know what that is.
This is a dark with a moon and stars.
Is that supposed to be stars? Okay.
Because he's not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
He's just like, let me do some shit. I don't give a fuck about this. It's very dark. Now, don't get it twisted. Some people do moons and the stars, but it's more beautiful.
Yeah.
This just look like some shit you just throwing together, though.
Yeah.
The next activity was between 9:24 and 9:28 p.m. when the two took photos with their artwork, then took silly and affectionate poses together in the kitchen. Only 1 minute after the last photo was snapped, Jade placed the call to Najea, the call that would send her friend racing back to the apartment in a panic. The medical examiner later determined the significant amount of cocaine ingested by Jade had to have been taken orally roughly 30 minutes before she began displaying the severe reaction that led to her collapse in the bedroom.
Wow.
Is that also the reason why people can judge certain things? We all human. But when it was a photo, she kind of leaned in to kiss him. And he was kind of like, I don't want to kiss your lips, maybe because he know that.
I don't know.
I'm sometimes I overanalyze.
And it could be that, or it could also be because of the simple fact that he really don't even care to for real be there.
But he's like, he knows, because I got to make sure that this looks good.
Yeah, he's putting on.
And he probably knows she likes to take a lot of photos. So let me smile. They ain't gonna know.
That's messed up, bro.
That meant that she likely consumed the dose sometime just before her painting was completed. The drug was already working its way through her system throughout the 4-minute period that she posed joyfully with her baby's father.
Wow.
Investigators searched the apartment on February 26th. Initially, a sweep took place the night before when Jade had been taken to the hospital. Law enforcement's failure to properly secure the scene afterwards, however, meant that by the time they returned to formally document any potential evidence of a crime, multiple individuals close to Jade had entered, moved, and removed items. The jugs of fruit juice and lemonade were secured for testing, as well as the glass that Jade was believed to have used that night. The dinner food, containers, and other kitchen items were tested. No cocaine was found in the apartment, nor was there any trace of the drug in either of the pink-colored drinks or any drinking glasses. Yet, it was indisputable that Jade had consumed the drug orally. The only explanation was that a drinking glass, liquids, and traces of the drug had either been removed from the scene or thoroughly cleaned.
Yes.
Jade had not maintained a subscription for her Blink camera.
And that's one thing that also when earlier when I was talking about the time period and everything, like him calling her because it was like 6 minutes, the phone disconnected. 9 times out of 10, Jay had then passed out, right? Mm-hmm. He then hung her phone up because he saw that probably ended the call because the phone would have.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Also, the whole time where she's verbal, where she's verbally speaking that whole time. Then immediately, what did you do afterwards? Because you didn't immediately call your father either afterwards. You did some other things.
Did you get rid of some stuff? Did you take some stuff down?
And her camera is facing outside, so who knows?
Yeah.
Also, could he possibly ask her, hey, can you move your camera? Kind of made me uncomfortable. I want it to be just intimate between me and you. She probably, oh yeah, sure. I'll move it just so it can, and keep it on the charger so it can face outward. So we don't know.
Jade had not maintained a subscription for her Blink camera, which functioned only as a live feed. Had it been recording, however, its location next to the bedroom window would have ensured that it did not capture anything of evidentiary value in the kitchen, nor what transpired on Jade's bed. The apartment building had surveillance, which could have captured movement to and from the unit that night, if Blaze had disposed of items, for example, before EMTs arrived. But investigators sought out this footage too late. It had already been deleted. The vomit-stained comforter taken from the apartment tested positive for cocaine. However, there was not much value in this finding. It did not link the drug to Blaze, and no other item did either. For months, investigators continued to search for answers. It was the year following Jade's death before prosecutors believed that they had enough evidence to proceed with murder charges. In March 2024, a grand jury indicted Blaze Taylor.
Can I ask your name?
Blaze.
Blaze, I need you to step out of the car for me, okay?
U.S. Marshals arrested him in Utah, where he was working as a football coach.
What's your last name?
Taylor.
Put your hands behind your back for me, okay? What's wrong? You've got a warrant out of Kenny.
You just gonna say what?
I would say technically, did he he took on a job or something?
He was a scout for the Titans. That's why he was in Nashville.
And probably sought out another job.
When he was arrested here, he was working in Utah. You left the state for a reason. You didn't leave because you sought out to leave because you wanted to separate yourself as far as possible.
Yeah.
In Utah, out of all places. You know what I mean?
Taylor, put your hands behind your back for me, okay? What's wrong? You got a warrant out of Tennessee for homicide.
He had recently been hired to join the staff at Texas A&M, but instead would stand trial for murder. Blaze Taylor pleaded not guilty and went to trial in June 2026. At the heart of the prosecution's case are Jade's own words, the last ones she would speak while on the phone to her friend, confused and rapidly showing symptoms of the drug that was in her system.
Her friend was talking to Blaze Taylor, and Jade Benning said, "What did you do? I can't feel my legs. I can't walk straight. What did you put in my drink? I knew my drink tasted funny. What's in your hand? Show me. Show me your pocket. What did you put in my drink?"
The prosecution argued that Blaze was determined that Jade would not have the baby. Indeed, he wanted to keep the pregnancy a secret, but as her third trimester approached, that seemed increasingly unlikely. Jade was actively planning baby showers in both Little Rock and Nashville for her birthday, only days away.
I wonder also, I'm sorry for the pause, was he purposely trying to kill her, or was he trying to have her have a miscarriage abortion type thing? With having her consume the drug he had her consume. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that would probably just got rid of the baby, but not.
I don't know, but I'm just going to assume that you were trying to take her life with whatever amount of.
He might not knew No, I'm just saying. At the end of the day, you still premeditated to do whatever you did, and it resulted in a death. It's first degree, regardless for me. But I'm just saying, I was just wondering and with lack of knowledge of how to administer it or what, you know what I'm saying, overdid it, thinking I would have to do a lot to get rid of the baby, but were you trying to originally, you know what I'm saying? Or were you just trying to get rid of the baby? No, I'm saying finish what you were saying, though. I just want to elaborate.
Nothing. I wasn't about to say anything. I was just going to say, doing anything like that, just know that you're putting everyone at risk.
True.
So
I agree.
Regardless of what you thought in your head may have happened or what you were trying to do, in my head, you trying to take both of them out.
And I 100% agree with you.
That's just how I feel.
By March 6th, the news would be out. Instead, she died that day. Blaze's defense was unrelenting in their questioning, attempting to murky the waters of every witness and dissect and deflect every statement. They argued that the integrity of the evidence was compromised by poor investigative practices. They pointed to the medical examiner's inability to categorize the death as a homicide. Indeed, the manner of death remained undetermined even as the case went to trial. Crucial to their argument, however, was the assertion that Jade chose to take the cocaine. Their client did not do drugs. He did not even drink. But Jade Benning, they said, had a history of drug use.
You'll hear that she was involved with marijuana. You'll hear that she was involved with Adderall. You will hear that she was involved with the weed cartridges. I think they call it resin. You'll hear that she was involved with mushrooms, that she would take mushrooms. And you will hear that she also drank a lot until she was drunk oftentimes.
Shut Shut the fuck up.
What I always tell you.
What?
They doing their job.
Yeah, I know. But at the end of the day, you ain't saying shit about cocaine, bitch.
Like, okay, do
Weed,
she have the
okay.
weed? Oh, yeah.
Drink, she young. We all had a little sippy sip shit. I used to be a drinker a little bit, and I stopped because I pulled back because hold on. I pulled back because you know what I'm saying. I was like, hey, shit, certain shit run. Mushrooms. A lot of people do mushroom because it's more. They deem it more what natural psychedelic type thing. But you talking about cocaine, girl? What the hell? She got cocaine in her system.
And a lot of and not saying whatever. Say what you want to say, whatever. But okay, people do things prior. She's pregnant now. I'm pretty sure all those things ceased when she found out she was pregnant.
Thank you.
So what are we talking about? She's up to date on her appointments. No one has ever any medical record showing that the baby was at risk or she's currently doing any of these drugs. I'm pretty sure not. So, but again, I digress. She doing her job, whatever.
I cannot rule this a homicide. And the reason she's going to tell you she cannot rule with the weed partridge.
Oh shit, my bad.
No, that wasn't your fault.
Cannot rule this a homicide. And the reason she's going to tell you she cannot rule this a homicide is because of the circumstances surrounding this baby's death.
Najaya Jackson told the jury about her best friend, who had been more like a sister to her.
Jade was a very outgoing, charismatic, go with the flow type of girl. A girl that like never met a stranger. She didn't care your socioeconomic background. She didn't care your gender, your race. She would meet anyone and become their friend the same day.
Jade and Najaya were in contact daily. They shared everything with each other. When Blaze told Jade that he did not wish to be involved in their child's life, Najaya sought to reassure her friend that she would still have all the support she needed.
I told her that we're sisters at the end of the day. So if I have to be the baby's dad, I was like, we will get through this together. I always reassured her that she's never alone.
Through tears, Najaya told the jury about the phone call that she received from Jade on the evening of February 25th.
And as I was walking back to my car, I get a phone call from Jade. And I answered it and I was like, hello? Just normal. And she immediately starts saying, what did you do? What did you put in my dream? Then I heard her say, Blaze, you're scaring me. And he was like, you're scaring me. And she was like, I know you put something in my drink. She's like, I knew my drink tasted funny. And she was asking him to empty his pockets. And she was like, let me see what's in your pockets. Let me see. And he was like, I don't have anything. So this whole time I'm like, Jay, like trying to get a response from her. So because I didn't get a response from her, I texted her and I was like, are you talking to me? What's going on? And then she was like, I know you put something in my drink because I can't even walk straight. She was saying that she couldn't feel her legs. And then she said it again. She was like, you put something in my drink. You did this so something happened to me.
You were just
I won't say everybody be a fear,
She said that you did this so something could happen to the baby.
Blaze was heard on the phone call making only 2 statements. The first was that Jade was the one scaring him. The second was his denial that he was carrying anything in his pockets. Najea did not hear him questioning Jade's other accusations. She did not hear him questioning Jade's behavior or declining physical state. She did not hear him trying to assist her friend in any way. After the call disconnected, she tried calling back repeatedly.
Because honestly, when you have heard, Jay, I'm calling 911. Let me call 911.
Or even questioning like what's wrong, what's going, like anything.
Yeah, true.
You know what
true,
I'm saying?
True.
Like if you didn't do anything that you state you did,
True.
like I will be like, what's wrong? What's happening?
You okay?
Like I'm
okay.
like
what's
straight panic on the phone, 911.
Yeah.
I'm not calling my dad. What am I? What are you gonna do?
Even while she was on the phone, because she was on the phone with her 6 minutes, he wasn't even calling his dad then.
That's what, right?
So that's go back to what.
Right.
I'm just always going back to that.
Like what
happened right after that phone call ended with her, when the call ended and she tried to call back. What was going on? And I hate the mishandling of the investigation, because I do think the police department like straight like fuck that.
Yeah.
And luckily it didn't, you know what I'm saying, have no bearings to the whole proceedings, because a lot of things could have been thrown out through the evidence.
True.
You know, the only thing I wish in this situation was, and I know people panic, and so a lot of things you don't think about it at that time. I wish you could have had recorded the call. Just to like back and like, oh, let me record this call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all.
And I guess as far as like the authorities and stuff, I guess in the beginning they wasn't treating it as such.
True.
Until the toxicology report came back and was saying that this is what, you know, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So, and then finding out she's pregnant too, which they would have been able to, I guess, probably see that when they got there. But they wasn't treating it as it's in the beginning, because he on the phone talking about allergic reaction and da. So they just probably treating it as such and thinking
also,
it's not.
I'm at a friend's house.
At a friend, you know what I'm saying?
And
he
was calm.
Very calm. You didn't mention that. Oh,
she possibly took something or.
Well,
nothing.
I'm just saying you didn't mention that she was even pregnant.
Oh,
or this is the mother of your child. She's 6 months pregnant. Yeah. Like those things, I feel like matter. Like all of that matters. So, yeah. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot.
Go. You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hang up?
No.
At any point, did Mr. Taylor say anything to you?
No.
And what did you do after that line got cut?
I called back.
Did you call back more than once?
Yes.
At some point, and you're calling back Ms. Benning's phone, is that correct?
Correct.
Did you have Blaze Taylor's phone to call him?
No.
At some point, was her phone answered?
Yes.
And who answered it when you called back?
Blaze.
And can you describe what was said in that phone call?
I answered the phone, and he answered the phone, and I was like, Blaze, like, what's going on? What's going on? Like, FaceTime me. Like, let me see her. And he doesn't FaceTime me, but he tells me that he's about to call 911.
Prosecutors may not have the physical evidence linking Blaze to the drugs. What they did have was a potential pattern of behavior. Jade Benning was not the first girlfriend of Blaze Taylor's who became pregnant with his baby. She was at least the third. The former football player's college girlfriend, Apple Denny, took the stand to explain her experience dating Blaze Taylor. When she became pregnant at the age of 19, she felt unprepared. She panicked at the thought of becoming a young mother. Blaze was accepting of her decision not to keep the baby.
Yeah, he was accepting because he didn't want it. But I digress with however you feel on that, but being 19 in college, and 9 times out of 10 you would have ended up being a single mother. I understand your viewpoint in a situation. I'm saying from her perspective, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't gonna stay. Jay was what, 25?
24, turning 25.
Turning 25 when she unfortunately lost her life.
Mm-hmm.
She was ready. She was like, "Hey, I'm in my career field.
Yeah,
I'm already.
I have my support system.
Yeah,
system.
Even though I'm in Nashville, a few hours away from home. Ooh.
About 6.
6? Oh, he did give the quota time. Then that is a distance. Cause I thought about it. I said, "Damn, Little Rock to Memphis is a distance. It's like an hour or two, and then to Nashville about 3 hours." So I was just trying to, but But she had her friends there. She had other people there. It wasn't just her by herself. But like I said, she was in her career already. She was somewhat established for herself. She's like, "Hey, I can do this by myself. How about you buy the fuck out and move? You should have went on to Utah like you did anyways, and move the fuck on. Or honestly, man, the fuck up and take care of your responsibilities.
Exactly.
Too many of y'all look coward ass bitch ass dudes out here having kids and don't want to take care of your responsibility. You're doing everything else. You done got 3 girls pregnant, but don't want to take care of no responsibilities.
Facts.
Get a vasectomy or something. Like, damn, take care of your responsibilities. Because that is your responsibilities.
Yeah.
Y'all love to try to control every narrative. If I don't want the kids, I should have the kids. Well, stop fucking.
Yep.
Like, stop. Keep your dick in your pants until you're ready.
However, Apple also told jurors that she knew of one additional pregnancy, another woman whom Blaze dated, albeit briefly, in college. She too became pregnant, but unlike Apple, she considered raising the child. Blaze's reaction was less accepting in that instance, she said.
Very erratic. He was upset, didn't want to have a baby with her. That's what he was telling me, that this was something that he couldn't do.
Was that a different reaction than he had when you told him you were pregnant, but you did not want to keep the baby?
Yes, it was flipped. Like how I was panicked the first time around and he was freaking out when it was her.
Blaze was not only panicked, he was proactive. According to Apple, he was seeking ways to force the decision that he wanted, even if that meant sneaking a pill into her drink.
Asked me if I could get the abortion pills and he could make her take them or put it in her drink.
So that probably kind of answers your question from earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as he does things trying to find ways around being able to terminate the child secretly without,
But in this situation, Jay was far along. She was 6 months. There is no terminating of the pregnancy.
So
that's the reason why he got also you got to think about this 2023 now. Whenever he was in college with her, things were different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the process, that's the reason why he probably got the cocaine and he's trying to get rid of.
But I still stand on.
But it's still homicide though.
Yeah, facts.
If you had to I'm saying even if you didn't get rid of Jay, you got rid of that would still be a homicide.
You know what I'm saying? I still stand on what I said because doing anything drastic like that, you trying to take me out. You trying to take both of us out.
Yeah.
Like you're putting the baby's life at risk and the mother's life at risk.
100.
So whatever your thought process is, it doesn't matter to me. But yeah, but I just thought that may have answered your question a little bit.
Yeah, but I still say first degree.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Did I get the bill?
Yes. No. Was that even, not saying that you would agree to do that, but is that even possible?
No.
And did you explain that to him?
Yes.
And you said that it went over a couple of days. Did he talk about anything else that he might be able to get to put in her drink?
Yes.
And the things that he was mentioning, how did he get the information?
He said he was looking stuff up on his phone. I couldn't see what he was looking up. but he had his phone in his hand.
Investigators found no text messages, search history, financial transactions, or witnesses indicating that Blaze Taylor had ever purchased, handled, or sought out cocaine prior to the poisoning. Prosecutors speculated that Blaze was aware that the drug was known to cause spontaneous abortions and severe pregnancy complications, but they could not prove that Blaze had ever accessed such information. What they did find from his phone data were messages that he exchanged with yet another woman. Her name was Xavier Winford. They had known each other since at least 2017. On February 24th, the day before Blaze agreed to his dinner and painting date with Jade, he was messaging Xavier, telling her that she should not doubt him or their relationship. Wow. Blaze wrote, "Everything is going to work out. I love you, and I need you to love me back and be in love with me. I just want us to be happy together." Blaze continued his relationship with Xavier after Jade's death. In fact, when police tracked him down in Utah and arrested him on murder charges, she was in the car right next to him.
I know it was a female in the car.
The day before Jade Benning is murdered, the day before, the night before she is murdered, Jade Benning wanted to see Blaze Taylor that night, and he didn't. He is texting Xavier Winford. He says, "I'll do anything to help you. That's what I'm here for." She says, "I trust that's true." And he says, "Good. Do you trust in us?" She responds, "Yes." "Good. Then you have nothing to worry about. Everything is going to work out."
Blaze Taylor had chosen not to take the stand at trial. His team did call a series of medical experts who sought to poke holes in the prosecution's theory. His defense team heavily emphasized that he was a professional NFL scout with no personal history of drug abuse or drinking, arguing there was no logical way or reason for him to possess a lethal amount of cocaine.
Are y'all that damn dumb, bro? I never smoked weed a day in my life. Do I know where to go get some right now? Hell yes. Never did cocaine in my life. Do I know where to go get some right now? Hell yes. I ain't never did meth. Do I know some people who do it? Hell yeah. If I wanted to go get some right now, do I? Yes.
No, I don't know about all that. I mean, I'm talking, you may know.
If I go back home right now, whatever drug.
I don't know where to go get no meth from. Maybe look, I don't know. Go get no meth.
If you know where to go get some coke, you know where to go get
Well,
some
you
meth.
know, some probably so. But that's neither here nor there.
What I'm saying is,
all seriousness. Just because somebody don't have
it's Nashville, bro.
Just because somebody don't have a history of drug use or whatever the case may be, don't mean that they don't know somebody or know somebody that knows somebody. That means nothing. If you really want something done, you're going to find out how to get whatever it is that you're trying to get.
Bro, I know somebody who got busted in the Nashville area. My sister called me and told me, like, such and such got caught up there. I said, what? Motherfucker had a hell of fentanyl on him. Mm-hmm. I said, damn, what the fuck he on?
What does that even?
I was like, damn, up here in the Nashville area.
And somebody that's so determined, like he seemed to be, they're going to get whatever it is they need. I don't care if he don't use the drug. Like, what does that? That doesn't mean anything.
I ain't never did a lick of drugs in my life. I can get my hand on every drug if I wanted to. It ain't that far out of reach, bro. Let's stop acting like, oh, they're innocent. They're a goody two shoes. They wouldn't know a single soul how to get. Trust me, he played football. He done smoked some. He done did some things.
They suggested that Jade's references to marijuana and mushrooms in various text messages to friends meant that she was a seasoned drug user. There was never any evidence presented to show that Jade ever knowingly took illegal drugs or drank alcohol after learning she was pregnant. There was no reason to believe that she had ever tried cocaine.
Right.
There was a wealth of evidence showing her joyful preparations to welcome Ivy to the world.
Blaze Taylor did not plan for Jade Benning calling Nigella Jackson.
It did not.
That hadn't happened yet. The last event that happens is that deleted picture, and within 45 seconds, Jade is calling her best friend. What did you do? She is calling her best friend scared, and she is not talking to Nigella. At some point, Blaze Taylor figured out that Jade called Nigella. Nigella Jackson's testimony was unimpeached about what she heard her best friend said and about what happened that night. Blaze Taylor did call 911. He did. But he already knew that Nigella had been on that phone call. That he already knows she's on the way. I submit to you that call to 911 by Blaze Taylor is because Jade messed up the plan. He knew Nigella was coming. That's why he called.
I believe that as well.
The defense questioned the toxicology results. One test showed the presence of cocaethylene, metabolized cocaine alongside alcohol. Every expert agreed that it would only be present if alcohol and cocaine were consumed simultaneously. Though the amount found in Jade's system was so small, it was suggested that the ethylene could have been sourced from common food items, not an alcoholic drink. The vanilla extract in Jade's cookies may have been enough to produce this result, for example. The defense argued that it was far more likely that Jade had taken the liquid cocaine in an alcoholic drink. If that was the case, she must have known what she was consuming. The taste of alcohol would have been obvious, particularly to a professional chef with a refined palate.
One thing they cannot get away from is that she had cocaethylene in her system. They can't get as much as they would love to. They told you first it was coming from vanilla extract. Don't do it. Don't believe it. Or two, because of some of the treatment she got at Vanderbilt. There is no treatment at Vanderbilt that leaves you with cocaethylene in your system when cocaine and alcohol come together. That means, think about this, that means that he would have had to put cocaine and alcohol in either her water or her lemonade. And the chefs have sensitive palates. They taste food. That's what they do. They'll taste something and they'll tell you what ingredient is in it because they're trained that way. She didn't taste alcohol or cocaine. Neither one of them.
First of all, I want to know what...
Shorty, she did... I'm about to go.
She did say her drink tastes funny. And also, I don't know what cocaine tastes like, especially if you mixing it in something.
But she's saying...
No, I'm saying because she's trying to say she a chef. She don't know what alcohol and cocaine tastes like. I don't know what cocaine tastes like. So if somebody was to put something in my drink, I'd be like, this drink tastes funny. But I wouldn't know that it's cocaine because I don't know what cocaine tastes like. That's what I'm saying.
But she's trying to say she would know what alcohol tastes like. That's her main thing is.
And I'm thinking...
Basically, hold on. Because basically she's trying to say... She's drinking liquor also while pregnant as well. So she's trying to build a picture of Jade being this addict.
Yeah, I know what she's trying to do. Like I said, yeah, whatever you doing, she doing her job.
I ain't gonna hold you. Even though you're doing your job,
it's just
you still have
me
morals and you still have a conscience.
They don't when they defending somebody and somebody paying them. They don't care about all that at that moment.
Man, that's why I
A
couldn't
lot
be a
of them
lawyer.
don't. Same. I couldn't either. But it's a job for everybody, I guess. I guess some people know how to separate it. I just wouldn't be able to. But also I'm wondering, like, was he over making them some little drinks or something, or he was like, "Hey, I fixed the drinks." What if
Because she thinks she's in a whole relationship.
What if he could have put a little bit of
A splash.
just a little bit, mixed it with that on top of the whatever else it was? What if that is the case? We don't like that's possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That just kind of got me because I want to know what the freak cocaine tastes like. What does cocaine taste like?
If you want to know, I know somebody who can call up and find out.
You know something.
I know a couple.
I don't want to know, but
I know a couple people. Nah, matter of fact, not a couple. A couple is two. I know
a few.
Several.
Okay.
Several.
And the amount that they're saying that he gave her, does that make sense?
Outside of the trial proceedings, commentators noted that Blaze Taylor had family connections to a dental office, a clinical environment where liquid cocaine is sometimes legally utilized. But prosecutors never introduced this theory or any evidence regarding it in court. They were never able to show where he may have sourced the drug. The jury returned with their verdict in just 2.5 hours.
We, the jury, find the defendant Blaze Allen Taylor for count 1, guilty of second-degree murder. For count 2, guilty of first-degree premeditated.
Blaze Taylor was convicted on all 4 counts, which included first and second-degree murder relating to the deaths of both Jade Benning and her unborn baby, Ivy.
I wonder if he got first-degree premeditated murder for Ivy, second-degree murder for Jade.
I'm assuming. Yeah, because his main...
Call back to
what you were saying. Because I guess initially, in his head, he was just trying to get rid of the baby. Which would be
first-degree premeditation.
Well, that's first degree.
And Jade dying would be second-degree.
Yes.
She died from the cause of the other.
Yeah.
So technically... First and second degree.
Yeah.
But
and what was the other 2 counts? Because it was 4 and all.
I don't know. Remember when it first ruled? I saw that. I saw the first degree.
I'll look it up after this video.
Deaths of both Jade Benning and her unborn baby, Ivy. They recommended life imprisonment with the possibility of parole. Under Tennessee state law, this requires Blaze to serve at least 51 years in prison before he can first apply for release. The trial judge will formally hand down the final sentence at a separate hearing scheduled for September 9th, 2026, where the court will decide if the prison sentences will run consecutively or concurrently.
I hope they give consecutive, but it's probably gonna be
Jade's mother told the court about her daughter's vibrant personality, her successful catering business, and how incredibly excited she had been to welcome her baby girl, Ivy. Following the verdict, they expressed the severe trauma of having to listen to the defense team spend days falsely attacking Jade's character and labeling her a drug user. Now, however, they feel some relief, as justice was served. And that was the tragic case of Jade Benning and her daughter, Ivy. Thank you.
Wow. First and foremost, rest in peace to Jade and rest in peace to Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
And my condolences to her friends and her family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was sad. Very sad.
So uncalled for.
So uncalled for.
Like, she gave you the out. Take the fucking out and move the fuck on.
You the one extended, like, let me crawl back and so that you
I
can
guess
plan
he's-
and plot this.
I guess he was like, I don't want her to later on coming for child support, so let me go ahead. Man, fuck off, bro. Quit laying
Stop
fucking.
laying. Exactly. I will never.
You can't lay in fuck now unless you.
I will never get it. Like, I don't get it. I do not get it. But yeah. You have anything else to say?
Nah, man. I knowing the prison system, especially just here in Tennessee, hope you can fight, my boy. You will be getting some scraps. Yes. You in there for quite a long time. Life in the prison ain't gonna be as the same it is out here. There's nothing, honestly, just from people I know personally, nothing gets you ready for prison. There's nothing in life gets you ready for prison.
Oh well, that's the life you chose.
Yeah. But y'all spam us up, man. Let us know y'all thoughts in the comments for us down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go over the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and
We
C.
are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar.